provides you so much setup and the ability to stop what Weibo are doing. The moment that a fight slows down or allows for Weibo to start to pick up speed, you're going to have an Orianna Shockwave. You're going to have a Gwen.
There is an on-the-way ping on the top side of the map, either from Xiaoshu or Shun communicating, hey, look at this wave that is now stacking up against me. I have chunked Breathe below 50% HP. He just used teleport. The only thing this guy has is Ghost, so he has to be careful. Otherwise, he could be in trouble. But this is actually signaling a lane swap for Pays to go over to the top side of the map. And now that Xiaoshu has the teleport advantage over Breathe, he's going to be able to port to the bottom side.
Wait,
Shun
they can actually play for this.
Wait a minute, they're not going to get this dragon. They're able to push them off of it. Shun, Scout, and Jewel all contest Tien. And now it's at 700 HP. Shun should be able to clean this up. That's first dragon going over to JDG. Weibo just completely dropped the ball.
JDG got this done to them just last night. Weibo, they played the Rumble into Aurora matchup, and for Breathe, he saved his teleport so he can make a play on the opposite side of the map and did this exact line of play. Crisp is, for some reason, on this side of the map. He should be able to get out, but Dwo's here. I don't like this.
Shockwave. Oh no, the anti-synergy! Chris flashed away! Oh no, more anti-synergy between both supports. Okay, guys, this series doesn't matter. It's fine. Chris, maybe just get out alive. But now double flash, we're missing skill shots. We finally hit something. JDG pick up first blood.
Well,
oh my
okay,
God.
it doesn't matter. We got the kill. Camps that he can do, obviously blue buff available, the wolves as well. No movement from JDG. I mean, they had a few of those really important abilities. Killer Instinct available for Pays. The Weaver's Wall that we had mentioned, not used. So eventually in setup for what could be a dragon in 2 minutes time. And I think pretty dangerous here for JDG to play around with. We haven't seen much of that explosiveness historically to the LPL that have fallen, I think, on hard times so far in 2025.
Decent setup onto Scout. Oh, the seismic shove was trying to see if Chris was going to come in, but shoot from over the wall! Flash Cataclysm follows Xiaohu over his own flash. The flag and drag takes down the Summer Sabertooth.
Farm, especially for players like Breathe and Xiaohu right now. So you can see that Crisp trying to toe the line. Tien had actually made his way towards the top side and got himself another scuttle. So he's going to start to crawl out to a little bit more of a lead. And speaking of Tien, I think an amazing achievement here. 700 games in the LPL.
He has been the key to Weibo Gaming's early success when he is able to find a massive start. But right now it's all about Chris finding a dive onto Xiaoshu and taking up as many turret shots as possible. And Breathe doesn't even get the chance to finish off the kill. It is the ignite from Chris that deals the finishing blow.
But Breathe is going to get a hell of a lot of gold here. It's not going to stay. Wonder what kind of play they're looking for. Maybe even opening up for Breathe to find a teleport cover for the bottom side. But the kill going over to Chris, not bad. And now you see that JDG want to see if they can get Xiaohu. No flash.
Oh, nice delayed combo from Zhuo to make sure that Pays and Scout have enough time to follow up on the play. Feat of Warfare secured for JDG. Breathe teleports to the bottom side, but it seems like the play is already over. And Weibo, the best that they can do is just make sure that they do not give over too many plays.
It's an important timer there. Scout has to be so careful.
Scout has no mana. He has flash, but can he get over the wall in time? He can't get over, and Tien is just going to flash up and Breathe dies under the tower, but now Shun will look to punish the Gwen with a Cataclysm to lock him down, and JDG moved to 4 kills.
He's going to be disappearing, but Xiaoshu is getting a ton of gold in return.
Between Worlds is not available for Xiaoshu. Xiaohu knows that he has lethal in the 1v1 and punishes the Bunny Witch. Reset so that Weibo Gaming don't get a free objective for themselves, but they're going to be able to burst it down, and JDG don't look like they have a way to recontest.
I think JDG are about to get feats of strength, though, because this will... Oh, no, they don't, because they took the turret.
Wall is completely gone. Rift Herald is going to get dropped here by Tien.
I don't think that was intentional. I think he was looking to put down a ward or use his sweeper here, so JDG are going to get this entire Herald, but will they grab the dragon? Because that puts them on Soul Point if that's the case.
Weibo don't want to give it over easily. No one from the Rift Herald. Oh, flash pulverized Ron into Chris. He's able to wall slam, but it doesn't even matter. He gets
the dragon's gonna go down
anyway. Light able to burst out the cow. 2,000 HP. Who's gonna get the dragon? Shun secures it for JDG. That's the objective feats of strength for JDG secured. They are now on Soul Point, and if they can mitigate these deaths,
some level of improvement from this player, and now JDG find themselves on Soul Point here in this game in a way that really, I think, augments their ability to play, because now every 5 minutes they are inviting Weibo to fight, and you need to be able to hit on timers. If you get that Infernal Soul, I think it makes the game so much easier to play.
So far, a lot of the problem individuals on JDG that we have given heavy criticism have at least
our Ascend group, but always a possibility with the level of play we've been seeing from them. Now, an Otacon started, and Xiaohu is nowhere near this fight.
Joel, all you gotta do is just keep Tien out of the pit. Keeper's verdict, not in time. Otacon secured for Shun once again, and now Weibo have to decide if they want to pursue the chase or if this is now a lost fight. Joel is angling for another headbutt pulverized combo, but Breathe was chunked to 50%.
Oh,
Pace! Looks for Gwen! One more auto attack! Good night, Breathe!
That's another one. We might get right into another fight. Tien's dead.
Tien gets knocked up and caught up. He's bent by Pays. He picks up the double. Light now surrounded by all 5 members of JDG. The Shockwave, as Shun is not able to buffer the flag and drag through the Shockwave. And so Xiaohu does manage to get out alive, but JDG able to deal a heavy swing against Weibo in this series. Scout? Flash on the Xiaohu, finds the seismic shove. Okay, Scout. I see you.
Okay, JDG, they said yesterday was a fluke. Let's go take our free win. That's going to be Chris dying again. So uncharacteristic for this squad to be messing up on Poppy, a champion that was so pivotal for them in multiple series across the year. And they lose out on the mid-tier one as well.
This is a start for JDG in this game 1. And for JDG fans watching at home, I think the only thing they can say is, where was this yesterday, guys?
I mean, not even just yesterday. Can we, first of all, let's finish out this game, and then let's close out a series. Because we've seen JDG take now individual games off of a team like BLG, top esports as well. We've seen them be competitive in early games, but mid-game, sometimes their solo lanes like to get caught out, and you see that Pays is extra desperate trying to make plays. Dragon spawns now. This is Infernal Soul and Weibo are finding it impossible to walk into this river. Breathe of the
how did Breathe get onto the backside? Shockwave through Chris, finds Scout. That's the big shutdown going over to Gwen. Joe punts away Tien. Pays all in onto the backside of the fight. Shun falls up with a beautiful knock-up, and now Xiaoshu is passing through the brush, trying to find Tien and chase him out of the jungle to deny the Infernal Soul away from Weibo. And it doesn't look like Tien will be able to get back in.
That's going to be Pace finishing off this Dragon, and Rafa, we have got ourselves a game here. JDG looking to close this out within the next 4 to 5 minutes. Baron's going to be spawning in a minute and a half. Pace is 1v2 right now.
He just destroyed Tien. He's going to look for Chris next. That's the double for Kaisa, and that moves him to 7-0 on 3. Throughout the rest of the series, then JDG will put themselves on the best confident foot forward going into the play-in stage.
Mid-tier 2. Baron in 40. Recall. Let's spend our gold. We get to look in picture-in-picture.
Comrades. Xiaoshu tries to flash on top of it, but does not land the combo. Xiaoshu still pressuring through the mid-tier 3 turret. And the rest of Weibo now forced to respond to Xiaoshu, but that should be the signal for JDG to just start up the Baron. Guys, Atrundo's chasing my top laner. Please start the Baron. Please.
The bleach is back. The pocket sand is back. Do we have like all of the peripherals set up? And the stake technician just tells them it's all Scout. And they know.
Oh, beautiful seismic shove. The Shockwave does really not any damage on the Xiaoshu. That's just a third of his HP gone. Flash from Scout, another seismic shove finds Chris this time. And Weibo lose their 2 crucial jungle support fundamental squad. And without a smite from either the Unsealed Spellbook or the jungler himself, this should be a free Baron for JDG.
All right, 5 minutes ago, we were like, okay, can JDG cleanly close this game out? It took a little bit. We got the Baron finally. So Baron has now been taken here for JDG.
Will be disconnected for the rest of the series. And I'll come back for IG BLG.
Yeah, of course. I mean, everybody's come back for BLG IG. Oh my. All right, there we go. It starts.
Okay. Step 1. Step 1. Weibo, now 5-4 for the next 43 damn seconds. We'll see if JDG
Zhuo's gonna die.
Problem solved. Zhuo is getting dropped. The enemy redemption tries to bring him lower, forces him to nearly 100 HP. Weibo are now effectively fighting a 5-on-3. I don't know if Zhuo has teleport in his arsenal. No, he doesn't. He's just running back from base. He can't even heal the full HP. Elder Dragon is being burned by Weibo. Shun, if there's one thing you can do, please, for the love of God,
steal it!
Steal this!
No!
The Keeper's Verdict is gonna put him away! 2,000 HP, it is gone! 2,000 gold will stall this game. Seismic Shove does not connect because he was immune, but the tier 2 turret is below 50% HP, and Crisp is trying to threaten on the other side of the wall. Objective bounty secured for Weibo.
Control the mid wave, and honestly, the only person missing Flash is going to be Light, but Valkyrie plus that summoner spell coming back up means it's an even objective. Xiao just loses that instantly.
JDG now have another champion to instantly target the next time you see this Orianna step into effective range of Shun and Zhuo. He goes for the headbutt pulverize onto Breathe. No one engages quite yet, just trying to test the waters here. Shun posturing, EQ is blocked by Crisp with the steadfast Precedent Keeper's Verdict. Punts away one, but they pop Crisp, and now they're looking for more. Two-man Cataclysm. Pays dives into the backline, looks for Shadow. He flashes away from the Shadow wave. Pays masterful on the Kaisa. A quadra kill for Shun, and JDG will finally put this game 1 to rest.
Ah, man, okay, it happened before to Pays where he had his Penta stolen, so Shun not getting it for himself feels bad. JDG, it took them 10 extra minutes, but they close out game 1.
Thankfully, Shun and Pays were able to lock shit down and ensure that JDG were able to pick up the first game of the series. JDG, their answer is for Pays to lock in a classic Zeri special, something that Pays is very familiar with. And this is a way that you can try and navigate through all the chaos.
Dude, just like, look at Xiaohu's items right now. Double Ruby Crystal so early on in this game. He has a hell of a lot of HP, and that's not even...
Oh, they're going
wait
in.
A minute.
Oh, but the hero's entrance is not going to find the knockup because Crisp was able to disengage, not even using the flash. Now he is, because Scout forces it out of him, but Xiaohu is caught in the middle of the taunt. Here comes Tian. He just hit level 6. Can he find the Supreme Display of Talent? Finds the Elemental Wrath empowered by the river for the stun. There's the Supreme Display of Talent, and Tian shows that it's just like riding a bike. You never forget how to play Kiana jungle.
So, a lot of questions left unanswered, or at least not satisfactory from JDG. We'll see if they can continue to maybe leverage some of the stronger aspects of their draft. And I think them contesting this is a little questionable. It is on Vision for them, but that's already 2 grubs here for Weibo, and they can happily retreat.
Supreme Display of Talent is a long cooldown, but I'm not sure if it's actually back up yet or not.
It's gonna be up at 10.
JDG are trying to operate. Oh my goodness, Weibo able to secure all 3 grubs without any challenge from JDG.
Really problematic. I mean, look, Xiaohu gets priority in mid lane again, so Shun now loses his red buff on top of those 3 grubs. Oh,
and they're
wait
gonna
a
shift
minute.
the priority into diving the top side, looking for Pays. Supreme Display of Talent does not find him, but it forces Pays to flash, and he still dies anyways because this Tien throws out that last Elemental Wrath on the backside. Weibo now moved to 2 kills. Much of a problem Zed jungle can be.
Well, Weibo will get the first dragon. They'll get all 3 of these grubs, and I am struggling, Rafa, to find avenues for JDG to realistically get through this early game, because we have not seen the dive. We haven't really gotten a clear 5-on-5 team fight to actually for the rest of this game by JDG.
You know what's going to be very crucial for this fight, Dimitri? Look at how many stacks Shun still has yet to complete. Hang on. Bot side fight. Tian shows up and says, goodbye, Xiaoshu. That is Feat of Warfare secured. And they're going to be able to take out this bottom tier 1 turret without any challenge because Shun does not want to even pay a visit. And as I wanted to say before, Shun still has 2 stacks yet to complete for his jungle pet. So he still has a 900 smite while Tian has a 1200 smite. So it's going to be even harder to contest that Rift Herald.
Turn to start this Herald. It's going to be a Herald going over to Weibo as they already have the feats of strength, and Dragon spawns in 30. They can turn this into taking mid-tier 1 as well.
Dimitri, I hate to break your train of thought, but I don't think that's an Edge of Night. I think that's going to be a Spear of Shojin. It's into Shojin and then Black Cleaver once the armor starts coming through for JDG.
If I have 2,000 gold, I can build whatever the hell I want. I'm Ultimate Bravery at that point. All right, JDG though, Weibo a little too slow to walk around the map. They prioritize getting gold on the top side. They're going to summon Herald. They'll get this mid-play. There's a Cyclone available for Shun. It's Zhuo going.
They're looking for Tian again. Maybe he overplayed his hand this time. There's the hero's entrance for the follow-up, and the massive shutdown goes into the pockets of Scout, and he follows up right on top of Chris. Cyclone flash from Shun, but Xiaohu steps up, locks down the monkey, and Weibo trying to turn on the Jets and fight right back. Light throwing out the ricochets and the boomerang blades, holds his ground, and now they can turn on the heat. Xiaohu with the phase rush is able to walk forward, looks for Xiaohu, another overload. Xiaohu tries to look for light, but a beautiful flash on the Sivir ensures that he survives, and Weibo climb ahead to a 5,000 gold advantage.
Is gonna get him closer to 14. He's a minute and a half from finishing this Rod of Ages, so now what'll happen is Xiaohu is going to essentially probably skip the next 2 levels in my mind. And there's no way for JDG to step in.
Oh, Shun already chunked below 50% HP, tries to send it with the Cyclone. There's a Hero's Entrance. Multiple bounce houses being engaged. Supreme Display of Talent holds the line against JDG, and Tien is still trying to live through it all as he's able to fight with light through Xiaohu and JDG, trying to fight on their last legs. Flash from Scout, trying to dash in.
They're doing it.
Punch in the taunt, but Tien, look at him, he's just dancing on the Tien. Shun able to find one in the back, but Tien still survives through it all, and not a single member of JDG is able to stand against Tien's Kiana. They're going to shift their attention to the 3rd dragon of the game, not trying to flip the Otacon quite yet. They need to wait for a pick opportunity before they look at that objective.
There's just no way. Right now, it's how fast can Scout push this wave. He gets 2 waves on top. He'll recall and teleport, but he will not have Hero's Entrance for the next 20 seconds. You see that Weibo are starting this. JDG, they opted for a teamfight composition that really wants to fight at all times, but they are too far behind, and now they're going to lose one of the most important objectives in the game.
Otacon not challenged by JDG. Trying to catch them as they exit this river, but can they even fight? That is the real question. Scout takes the Blast Cone over the wall. Posturing for the engage. Public execution. Here comes the Hero's Entrance. Right on top of Xiaohu and Crisp. Looking for light into the backline. Shun has to now deal with the Kiana, who is stunning him with the power of the Supreme Display of Talent and the Elemental Wrath. And they force Shun packing. Scout goes back in with the Justice Punch, but Tien is cooking on the Kiana. And just like that, it's not Weibo Gaming Tien, it's FPX Tien of 2019 back on Summoner's Rift, baby! Scout tries to send one last taunt, manages to get a trade onto Light, but the damage is done! Weibo Gaming find again another ace! Any real spells there?
They can just turn back to this objective, though. Do you really want to play into Tiana here?
Public execution right into the backline. Hero's Entrance going to be massive, but Xiaohu just gets destroyed by the Supreme Display of Talent. And now Xiaohu and the rest of Weibo Gaming can just march on through any other stragglers. JDG lose out on their solo laners in an instant. And now Weibo Gaming will take a more defensive posture. Shun, can you be a hero? Can you try and steal this away from Tien, who is having an all-star performance on this Kiana, reminiscing in the days of 2019 when Tien and Crisp won the World Championship on Fun Plus Phoenix. It really does feel like a walk down memory lane, and it's good to see Tien on a champion he is so damn good on.
With the experience differential between them. So they're going to TP. Let's see if they can use these bottom lane waves. They're teleporting straight onto Shun.
Oh,
that's going to be gone.
God.
He's dead right before this objective. Say goodbye.
That was so well timed. Xiaohu had channeled the Realm Warp before Breathe had completed the teleport. They instantly made the rotation. Now Pays is surrounded by all 4 members here. He's able to skate over the wall, but what is he really delaying? The inevitable death from Tiana there. Game. It looks like we're going the full distance here in our first series of the night.
At least JDG won a game this time in this series. That was not true of what happened in yesterday's games. Scout is going to eventually limp away. Great cancel from Xiaohu with the Seeker's Arm Guard. And that's just going to be another turret. This is Weibo playing on 2 waves with their Baron here. Another minute and a half of this with 3 grubs. This feels like an inevitability here for Weibo to finish out this game before 29 minutes.
We have now pushed past 12,000 gold advantage for the side of Weibo Gaming as they breach the base of JDG. Middle inhibitor exposed. Bottom tier inhibitor turret worked on next. The inhibitor will fall afterwards, and Weibo can now just take their time, leaving, getting ready for the 4th dragon of the game, and JDG contemplating if they just want to send it right here, right now. The teleport is behind them, but the Supreme Display of Talent just wiped away too! They're in the middle of the hodgepodge, and there is no bounce house except in Weibo Gaming's house. Pays gets destroyed, and Weibo find the final ace to finish game 2.
Let's go to game 3. Let's wrap this one up. Weibo made it look easy here in game number 2. Absolute walk in the park up against Jindong.
Alk.
for Crisp. I called it a theory, and now I'm just getting, it is my fault. Chris is 3-pointer all the way from China.
Both flashes have been burned by the top laners, but the Q3 connects, and now Shun can just lay his fangs and his darkened daggers into Breeze's back. That's how you want to start off for JDG's carry jungler, and it's first blood for JDG. Has an opportunity to always look for a revisit with his own flash.
No.
Scout could be compromised here, though. Xiaohu trying to set it up. Scout already 50% HP upon teleporting back. The Ishal's impact brings the child over to their side of the map. Scout trying to flash away. Tien still has a flash of his own. The shield. No way! Shun trying to block him against the wall! And Tien doesn't find the boulder onto Annie! Shun saves his mid laner from death.
But I think Tien right now, just ignore the dragon. Let's get topside scuttle if we can. Because we're halfway to level 6. We're almost at that timer.
No way. Scout sets up the stun on a Xiaohu, knowing that he does not have flash from a forward. Well, able to follow up, and now Shun
does not have anywhere near close to 6.
Does Breathe hit level 6 off of these minions here? I don't think he's going to have enough time. Here comes Chris, though. Can he find the Cosmic Binding? Oh, but it's dodged by Chuo! And the dive is successful from Weibo Gaming. They're able to drop the turret aggro, and Chris just wastes his flash for nothing.
He has a lot of camps on the bottom side if he should, but maybe just wants to use his power now.
Oh, Scout just looking for the straggler and Breathe. He has a flash, but I don't think he can get anywhere near for an escape route. He tries to flash away. The dark perception. Oh, the all-out from Xiaoshu brings him to the turret, and it's not enough to save him.
Oh, wait. Still one grub going over to Tien, and he doesn't have a smite here. All out's gonna fall. Okay, that's gonna be Weibo getting themselves 2 grubs. And how much more can they get on the bottom side here? Because Xiaohu is actually recalling. So who's gonna answer this wave? It's gonna be Breathe.
He'll teleport back to the bottom side of the map.
Up and can make a play for this objective. And Weibo, they have no ability to actually
look at Scout, look at Scout, look at Scout. He's trying to look for light. Hound's Pursuit. Tempered Fate is not going to save him. Impale locks on down 2. Breathe tries to follow up. Xiaohu is here for the play. Steals the quickness here. Tries to charm them all up. JDG, they're caught, but Xiaohu just does not do enough damage. But Light is able to thread a mystic shot onto the dog.
They got it.
Tien should be able to finish the job on the dragon, but Scout flashes forward. Takes out the Scorpion King. And Chris now trying to do what he can. Finds a Cosmic Binding. Breathe has to step up and find the Shuffle Box now onto Pace. Joe finds a great entrance. Stalls Breathe, but just not enough damage. The York still able to live through it all, and Scout trying to find Light, sidesteps the Mystic Shot, just not enough, but it is enough at the end with the burn. A chaotic game 3 erupts at the Dragon Pit, Dimitri, and in the end, Weibo walk away with the Dragon on their side.
That's a huge win. 4 kills as well.
Prep themselves for the late game, and they're investing on the fact that JDG will not have the ability to close it out as cleanly. I don't blame them. Game 1, despite being a huge advantage, was kind of a mess when it came to that Elder Dragon fight.
Yeah. Maybe not cat ears. It is going to be JDG, though,
Scout does not deserve cat ears for this. Let me just say, Scout does not deserve cat ears for this split.
Not yet.
No.
He hasn't earned
not
it.
Yet.
He hasn't earned it.
He has not earned it yet.
I feel like they are, yes, they scale. I think they are slipping a little too much, giving too much to their opponents, and I feel like part of that is the fact that Xiaohu and Tien are very muted in this game, and obviously Breathe did not find the matchup that he wanted.
As you called, Dimitri, JDG just slowly bleeding out gold from Weibo Gaming, one turret after another. At some point, Weibo are gonna have to contest them, because if they just continue letting this gold lead slide, not been synchronized. Ooh. Not been the same as we saw it in Split 2 when they were really in form.
They're gonna dive Scout on this wave. They need to be able to get this done before the turret falls. Scout, you're too far up.
Scout able to flash away from the Cosmic Binding. Dwo for the re-engage for the flash. Grand entrance forces Crisp away. Dwo trying to deal with Breathe. Here comes the rest of JDG trying to assassinate and help bail out Scout, but he's already gone. Weibo trying to continue the chase here. Xiaohu has the quickness stolen from Dwo. They're trying to kite this one out. Shun pressuring on the top side of this fight. Weibo still have the numbers advantage. They just need to stay alive.
Spells available from JDG. Herald's gonna spawn on bot side. Can Weibo get into the pit?
Tempered Fate available from Chris if he wants to stall this fight. A lot of damage is already onto Paze's health bar. 4,000 HP. It's going to be close on the smite. Can Shun clutch it? Will Tien be a hero? Cosmic Binding into the Tempered Fate. It stalls the Otacon for now. Xiaoshu trying to distract Tien. 1800 is going to be close. Shun clutches the smite on the Otacon. Here comes Scout with the Rift Herald. He's going fast and furious. Tokyo Drift on them as he knocks them up with the Rift Herald. And here comes the resets. The Hound's pursuit from Shun finds light in the back line. Breathe completely isolated from the rest of his Weibo Gaming squad. And Shun will BM him with the penguin emote. Breathe is gonna go down, and JDG win big in the Otacon pit. Prevent what pretty much was the biggest CC wombo necessary for JDG to secure that objective. And now with the gold advantage on their side, massive pockets. JDG uncontested on the third dragon of the game.
Oh boy. So Baron spawns in 2. Bree's gonna try and look for something topside, but everybody from JDG is already making their way over. The teleport here from Xiaoshu, and Xiaoshu's looking.
Oh, that's a lot of damage though. Xiaohu just deletes Scout, but the punish from Zhuo and Xiaoshu is going to be massive, but Xiaoshu able to sustain. The Rod of Ages now fully stacked up makes him a very, very tanky Silas. And the rest of JDG cannot get to the top turret in time. Big objective bounty secured for Weibo Gaming. Let me self-correct.
It'll be JDG getting first push on mid. They're going to play explosive though. They do have a ton of damage. Navori Flicker Blades available. Scout's looking for Tien.
Tempered Fate will stall the pick on the Tien, but he's still in a world of trouble. Flash available, but the quickness into the slam from Xiaoshu, not enough. Tien is able to escape over the wall. Light now in trouble. Flash stun from Scout. Forces Light to cleanse and Arcane Shift away, but Paze is able to kill off Crisp anyway. JDG still have a 5-4 advantage, but Tien, no flash available, has to rely on being able to get into the Baron pit with the stall impact in order to find the steal.
Oh, Tien's dead.
Hound's pursuit onto the Skarner. Hit the Impale. Can it stall the fight out? But Xiaohu and Light just don't do enough damage, and Light is forced to run away and abandon his mid laner for certain death. Breathe is pushing
Wait, they
on
can't
the
get
bot
it,
side of
though.
the map. JDG, can they still do both? Can they answer Breathe, and can they contest the Baron? They should be able to.
Okay, it'll be Inhibitor falling. Light is going to go mid. This is going to take JDG a little bit of time to take this Baron. And while all this is happening, Breathe is splitting on the bottom side. So it's a 3,000 gold lead. It's going to creep to 4, maybe 5 now because of the 1,500 gold you're going to get from Baron.
Yeah.
It's only their second dragon, but because of them being able to find multiple picks and how extended that fight becomes, JDG can't actually properly punish now the Zayakin. Blade Caller into this entire Weibo team is disgusting.
Flash quickness run onto Xiaohu. Tempered Fate will stall it out. Can Xiaohu escape? The Cosmic Binding tries to stop Zhuo, but Shun finishes off the mid laner. And Weibo now down to 4 members. Breathe is forced to recall so that they can defend. JDG tactfully pushing through the lane that they lost an inhibitor in so that Weibo do not have pushing super minions in their favor. The first Nexus Tower falls. JDG on the victory march looking to close out the series right here, right now. Big Blade Caller catches Breathe. Decent damage onto the York. They're looking for Chris. He gets caught. JDG now 5-on-3. Annie with the Timber stun onto Tien. The Impale won't don't do a damn thing. Light tries to run away. The Blade Caller forces him back. Light still trying to stand tall, but there's no Nexus turrets to stand behind anymore, and it's an open Nexus. JDG strike back with vengeance and will close out the Rumble stage with a big series win over Weibo.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.